It's Monday, February 2nd. You're watching the Hammer Daily here on the Hammer Betting Network, presented by our good friends over at FanDuel. I'm your host today, Jace Cooper, alongside my producer behind the boards for the next hour and a bit, or under an hour, Mike Bennett. Behind the scenes today, at home, Toronto Transit, terrible.
Union Station shut down.
It's terrible. It's yeah. I could rant for hours and hours on end about the transit in this city. Supposedly one of the best transit cities in the world. I would disagree. But anyways, all good. All good. Mike's behind the boards, cooking us up today. We have a great show for you today. Excited to get into things. Batting leadoff. Wasn't here last week, but he's here this week. Corbie Craig. He's going to be leading things off. We're going to talk a little bit of some college basketball, some Super Bowl novelty props. And he also has like a little bit of a take about winter that he's going to bring up, which is kind of interesting considering he lives in Florida. It's minus 14 degrees here in Toronto. And I got a guy coming on here from Florida where it's like, I don't know what minus 14 is in Fahrenheit, but probably 72 degrees Fahrenheit out in Florida. And he's going to tell me about winter. Can't wait to get into that. It's going to be exciting. After that, we got Pips coming on. Going to talk through some player props, as he always does here on the show. I'm also going to ask him if there's a little bit of time about the trade deadline. Just keep an eye on like teams to watch, buyers, sellers. Maybe some under the radar names he thinks that could be dealt. Going to talk through all that stuff with him. Then finally, Edric overtime. So money. Alex Moretto. Got to be rapid fire for this one. We got Circle Back live 1 p.m. Eastern time right after this. So we're going to go rapid fire, quick times mode with those boys. So if you have any questions about games, make sure you drop them in the chat because we might skip over some games because of the amount of time we have. All right. Do us a huge favor. Before we get into things, before we get started here today, smash the like button. Goes a long way here on the channel. And let us know down below if you like the show. In the comment section on the side, down below after the show, if you're watching this, maybe 2 o'clock, 2 p.m., 3 p.m. after, not live. That's okay. Just let us know if you like the show. Goes a long way here on the channel. I've got some news for you guys today as well. I don't know if you've heard, and I don't know if this is your first time here on the Hammer, but over the last 4 years, maybe even 5 years, gosh, it's been a long time. Rob has been doing his Super Bowl prop extravaganza, and every year it gets longer. It's that time of year again. Super Bowl prop extravaganza. This is our most watched show on Forward Progress every single year. It's 5 hours long, 30 fantastic guests, including myself. Wednesday, 1 to 6 p.m. Eastern time, live on the Forward Progress YouTube channel. Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern time to 6 p.m. George wrote in my notes today that make a big deal because we're releasing the time today. Little does George know we released the time on Friday. So those in the know already knew last week when the Super Bowl prop extravaganza was. So if you tune it on Friday, you probably already have the day off on Wednesday. So again, if you're in office today, give a little cough. Be like, boss, I'm not feeling too hot. Then when Wednesday comes, you call in the morning. You say, boss, I'm sick. Can't make it into work today. And then there you go. Sleep in a little bit, then tune in to the Super Bowl prop extravaganza, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. I'm already getting razzed a bit. I give out a main line again. Listen, I did it last year, and it lost. But I won't do it this year. Don't worry. Maybe I'll do it this year, and I'll give out 2 props. How about that? I'll give out 2 props and a main line. So, anyways, excited to get into today's show. Excited to bring on Corbie today. Should be fun. I don't know if you guys were watching the Stadium Series last night. I know there's going to be a lot of hockey lovers in the chat today. I don't know if you guys were watching it, but what a incredible, not only game, but just absolute theater we saw last night. Absolute theater. First of all, Lightning were down 5-2, come back, win the game in shootout. Incredible. John Cooper, dressed like he's in he's a 40 New York mobster. I've never seen a guy look so good in my entire life. It pisses me off because he's also the best head coach in the NHL, and he looks so damn good. I already have my Halloween costume for next year. And then finally, we were blessed with another goalie fight. Swayman gets bumped into, jumps a guy. Vasilevsky says, F this, skates to center ice. Swayman meets him there. Fists are flying. What a freaking game. What an incredible, incredible game. Uncle John looked great. Game was fun to watch. Beautiful. Theater, as the kids would call it. Let us know if you watched that game last night. If you didn't, you missed out on a great game. Leafs also won this weekend, which was pretty nice. Pretty nice. Overtime to the worst team in the league. But
I was going to say, you're expected to win. To the worst team in the league.
Yeah. It sucks because Morgan Rielly got hurt and the team plays better without him. So
get rid of him.
In my mind, no, you can't get rid of him this year. In my mind, you got to almost hope that he comes back because, again, the team plays worse with him than without him. I've never been more right on a player than Morgan Rielly my entire life, but we can talk about that at a later date because we got our good friend Corbie on the show. Took a little bit of time off last week. He said, Jason, so exhausted talking all this college football stuff. I need a break. I need just 1 week off. I said, Corbie, you bless us every Monday. It's not going to be the same without you, but it's okay. You can take the time off. So we're going to bring him up. He's a college basketball originator, college football originator, and he has some hot takes about Punxsutawney Phil. Corbie, how's it going?
It's a good start. Yeah, I've got some issues with this groundhog, Jason, but we can get into that in a later date. Yeah, it was good. It was a much needed vacation. Appreciate the guys behind the scenes for allowing that, and I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, it's like allowing that as if like we have you like chained up to your desk. Don't
think this is my house. This is not my house. This is the room beside Jason right now. If he yells loud enough, you'll hear him in my mic.
There we go. No, you said you want to talk about Punxsutawney Phil at a later date. Why? We saw it this morning. This stuff already happened. What's
you're right. Let's get it off now. What are we doing here? Okay, first off, Jason, 131 years. First off, that's crazy. We didn't have cars 131. What were we doing? Just catching groundhogs and throwing them to the sky and seeing if they saw a shot? First off, that's a crazy date to me. Second, 110 winners. Like, we got to get a different strategy. That's like at least a coin flip. Like, we're not even playing a fair game. Don't get people's hopes up. This is people are like, the system, it's holding us down. This is the system, Jason. They're trying to say like, hey, there is hope. There is upside for this to be spring soon. And there's not. He's 110 and 21 to the winter. Like, what are we doing? This is fake advertising to try to get people's hopes up for spring, just to shoot them right back down and say, get your ass to work. It's going to be cold for 6 weeks. Also, Jason, my last thing, would we say that it's a hot take to say maybe the system is rigged now? The only thing that they're basing this off of is, does the groundhog get scared? Okay. And back in the day, there weren't TVs. There weren't cameramen. They just let the groundhog out. They're like, you didn't see it. Probably why the back end of this log is weighted with these springs. Now he comes out of his little house. There's 2,000 people standing there. I'd be scared too, Jay. I'd run right back in my house too. So it's biased. It's outdated, and I'm not having it. I'm all for no daylight savings. I'm all for spring. The first day it gets over 60 in Florida. We use Florida as the metric. And Central Time Zone, best time zone. Everyone should use it. That's where we're going to stop. We're going to lock those in.
I will push back on the Central Time Zone. Obviously, the time zone that I'm in is obviously the best. It's the Eastern Standard Time is the way to go. But I'm biased.
The one I'm in is the best to me. So it makes sense.
There you go. I have a beef with you, though, having a beef with this whole thing because you live in Florida. It's 60. I don't know what Celsius to Fahrenheit. Do you know it's minus 14? It's minus 14. There is snow on the ground over here. There's mountains on the ground.
Yeah, Jason, it was 40 this morning. I wore a jacket. So I
Oh, you have to wear a jacket. Oh no.
Yeah.
That
listen,
sounds
it's not
horrible.
It's not about the weather. That's I'll shoot back. I have a bone to pick with you. Okay. Why the hell are you gonna complain about the weather and live in Canada? This is what I don't understand about people. They're like, oh, it's so cold in Iceland. I'm like, yeah, no shit. Move. My issue with the groundhog is like, you're giving people. My dad texted me. He's like, "Oh man, 6 more weeks of winter." I'm like, obviously, you had no shot of this being an early spring, and it's not even the logistics of anything. You're just playing the wrong game. And so, yes, it's cold in Canada. Whoop-de-doo. And you know what? It's warm in Florida. It's because I've wanted to move here. And, I wouldn't move to Canada for fun. I would consider moving to Ecuador.
All right, you made a great point there. I did pull up some statistics here with old Punxsutawney Phil. I believe he's 39% hit rate. So he's not very good at this winter handicapping stuff. I also have it's not only an American tradition. It's not only Punxsutawney Phil who comes out and sees a shadow. By the way, for those who don't know, Punxsutawney Phil predicted 6 more weeks of winter. There's a couple other Canadian groundhogs who try to predict as well.
I bet they're more sharp too.
As we know. So we have Van Isle Violet out of Nanaimo, BC, predicting 6 more weeks of winter. So that's 2 for winter.
Don't like her either.
2 for winter, 0 for spring. We have Fred Marmotte. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, from Quebec. That was not French. I said that in like a Spanish accent. Fred predicted an early spring. Lucy the Lobster, who's not a groundhog, is a lobster. Don't know how that started. Out of Barrington, Nova Scotia, is also predicting early spring. We got 2 right there. Then we have Shubenacadie Sam, who lives in Shubenacadie Wildlife Park.
I don't like him.
He also predicted an early spring. No, he predicted 3-2. Like, and then finally, out of Kitchener-Waterloo area, Weirton Willie predicts an early spring as well. So that's 4 for 2. That's 4 for 2. We're good.
Market consensus, Jason. Market consensus.
There we go.
I will say, if you wanted, we'll stop on this after this because it gets pretty nerdy. But if you wanted to use like a logic standpoint, I would say the one in water probably makes the most sense. You know, water is going to change with weather patterns slower. You got to get water. And a lobster is just, you know, a lobster would. I'm gonna stop swearing. It's in my 2026 resolution. But a lobster would mess up a groundhog, dude. So I'm gonna take the lobster. Whatever that's gonna be my new consensus. What's the lobster's name?
Lucy the Lobster.
Lucy the Lobster's my new. I'm gonna lock that in. Also, shout out to Matt Zilbo. You know, didn't think he'd get a shout out of this. I posted this morning. He said, "Documented loser, lifetime loser." I thought that was I thought that was the best tweet he could have ever tweeted because you know he has some opinions and that one just was perfect. I agree with it.
Perfect with his brand too. That is his Mount Rushmore of tweets for sure. That is his Mount Rushmore of tweets. Didn't think we get a Zilber shout out on the Hammer Daily, but we'll probably get one on Circle Back later at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Let's flip over. Enough talking about groundhogs. Let's talk about some stuff that really matters. Super Bowl novelty props. There's a bunch available right now at FanDuel. I don't know if you took a look at them, but you wanted to chat a little bit about the novelty props. Last time we were on here last week, I gave out my lock of. Oh boy! Wait, let me find it.
Where do you see novelty, by the way?
It's under NFL. You'll find novelty props there under NFL. Will Cardi B? Oh boy. Will Stephon Diggs propose to Cardi B post Super Bowl? No, -2,000. We got some CLV. It's no -4,000 right now. So, got some good numbers on that there. Any opinions you have on some of these novelty props? I know a lot of it's information based, but anything you look at, you see, you like?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I looked for these before the show. I was trying to prep because I pride myself on novelties. This is what I do. I could not find it, so I have like a way less cool thing. If you could send me like a direct link, I guess it's from like state to state. But no, I don't have it. I use this time. Why I told you to toss this up is because I am a man for the company, Jason. And what I did right here, this is professional level stuff. I'm tossing this up. Guys in the back, if you want to tell us about it, Wednesday, I believe.
Yeah.
Maybe not a company guy get enough. Super Bowl live. We're doing it. Hey, I'll be a 15-minute segment and I'll give out some novelty props once I find them. Okay. So I was diving into the weeds and I got one that, you know, as you started off the show, college basketball, college football. You know what you did not say there, Jason?
What?
NFL.
Okay.
And you know why? Because the last time I watched the NFL, Marvin Harrison Sr. was playing for the Colts, and he was my favorite player. So I went to the barn, and I knew one thing because I do model the NFL, but I wouldn't say I'm good. I knew one thing. I want the under. I want the under 45.5. I know that. And then I was like, man, what is something that probably doesn't have correlation? Probably is just stupid to add as a little SGP, but I want to do it, you know? And so I come to the show today with 2-leg SGP, and that would be the under 45 and some guy named AJ Barner under half a rushing yard. He is a tight end, folks. He's ran the ball 10 times this year, and I'm not falling for it. In those games, the Seahawks scored a lot of points. I think it was like on average, like 28, 29 points. When are you giving tight end the ball? When you're just feeling yourself. The offense is flowing. You're feeling good. If this game's under 45.5, Jason, I'm saying AJ Barner doesn't get the damn ball. If there's a swear word. Plus 197 FanDuel. Under 45 and AJ Barner under half a rushing yard.
I thought you were going to go with AJ Barner anytime touchdown scorer. I was like, whoa, under half yard. Interesting. The only thing I'm afraid of is the tush push. Which
do they use him?
I don't know. But I would assume they might. If you put the way that the game state might go is they might not never need to attempt a tush push. So
listen, I came to the show trying to be prepared. I spent exactly 10 minutes in the lab on YouTube. I looked up, you can search my YouTube history. AJ Barner rushing attempts, rushing touchdown, nothing, 0 videos. Couldn't find a single video. So he does have 10 attempts this year. I couldn't even tell you how they came. So he might be the quarterback for the tush push. It might be a jet sweep. But the only thing I know is he's not getting one this damn game because they're not scoring a lot of points. It's going under 45. Barner's not touching the ball. And we're going to hit that 197. But this was just a toss. This is just, Jason, this is what you call the chips and salsa. I get some queso. This is just chips and queso. Wednesday, that's when the stuff's going down. You think Stephon Diggs not to propose minus 2,000 is a lock? Just wait for what I got cooked up for you. I got some halftime. I got some post game speech trifectas. We'll be ready by Wednesday.
I'm excited. I'm excited to hear that. Cole in the chat, resident NFL expert, said, "LOL, clueless." So,
no, fully agree. Hey, and Jason, here's the coolest part about this: clueless. Go bet on the other side. If you want to bet the other side, I'll give you. Whatever the odds are at FanDuel, I'll take the other side because I want the action on it. I have no clue. I'll take $100 on if you want over 45.5. I'm not giving you over and over. That would be very correlated.
Yeah.
DM me. If you want to bet it, I'll bet it. I will tell you. I have no fucking clue. But AJ Barner's not getting a rush.
All right. AJ Barner, not to get a rush or under. You can still get a rush and go under a half rushing yard. That's still very, very possible. So that could still happen there. But novelty props for you. We're going to have to wait and see Super Bowl prop extravaganza, which I got accosted for in the chat earlier today because I gave out a side last year. I gave out Kansas City.
Yeah, that's rough. The sides are but now you have a daily show.
Yeah.
Now you get, Kansas City is a bad side to give to. So you get those out of the daily show. The extravaganza, you're going for the bang. Right? Yeah. That's what those are for. And
I know. I think I'm still going to give out a side to piss people off, but I'll have a bunch prepared. You
should do like an alt spread, like minus 210 or something.
Maybe I should just buy 1 point like Zilbert did last year on the total. And then, yeah. Anyways, got you here for about 2-3 more minutes. Do me a huge favor here. College basketball. You always come on here. You always cook. What do you got for us today?
Today, nothing. I'm not going to lie to you. Today's a rough day. We got 14 total games, but we can talk about college basketball. So today, if you're just bored I don't know why you would be bored enough to do this, but there will be a marquee matchup. You'll see Kansas, Texas Tech on the board, and you go, "Oh, that's going to be a good game, Jason." You'll see Syracuse, North Carolina. You go, North Carolina. They play Duke next. We should watch that one. Don't watch either of those.
Okay.
Go down to the Southland. McNeese, Stephen F. Austin. Game of the night. That's number 1 versus number 2 in the Southland. I believe Stephen F. Austin has won 15 of the last 16. Their only loss to McNeese at McNeese. So it's going to be a really good game. 2 teams with like actual competent, really good basketball players. The issue is they don't have 5. They have 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I did bet Stephen F. Austin's team total under. I believe I could get a 71.5. It's not a big bet. I think the game flow is pretty slow here. And in the last game, they scored 64. In that game, their average distance from 2 was 3.5 feet. So like the easiest shots they're ever going to get, they scored 64. From a game flow standpoint, I just don't think that they can get into the 70s. It's not really how either of these teams play. So if we want to say a bet for the day, it's small. It's not anything I would just run to the. I'm not sprinting downstairs to go bet this at the cage. I'd bet it at a moderate walk after I got my coffee. But team total under like 71.5 would be fine for Stephen F. Austin.
All right, Stephen F. Austin on FanDuel. It is 70.5 minus 112. So maybe shop around elsewhere, find some better prices. FanDuel known to be pretty sharp with this stuff. Corbie, before you head out here, you also wanted to touch on maybe some futures? Anything you wanted to fire out there? No Wooden Award bets, by the way. You're banned.
It's done. Okay. Yeah, we're done there. We're done there because Cam Boozer, who I did say, I said
he's gonna win.
Cam Boozer. He's gonna win now, and I said that at minus 118, but I didn't want to be the guy that's just giving out 118s for fun. He's now like 8-1, so he's going to win.
Yeah.
From a future standpoint, I think there are a lot of teams. Can we pull up the future odds, or I can do it on my screen?
Yeah.
There are a lot of teams who are really good in that like middling B tier. So if you think Also, behind the scenes, forgot to tell you guys, shout out to the new behind the scenes. Way better. Volume, easy for me. Everything was just so simple on my end. But I think that teams like a Houston, 12-1. Houston's incredibly talented. And they have some early losses. I know they lost recently versus Texas Tech. Probably scares some people. But Jason, I put a stat on Twitter yesterday, I believe. Each of the last 5 national championships have lost a game in February, some of them losing 2 games. So I think a lot of people worry about these like short-term declines, and I really don't think that they matter basically any at all. I'm just looking at what team has the most competent 5 to play, and you would really hate for your team to run into Houston. So let's go. We'll do this. High favorite, who like not the greatest odds, but probably should win. A middling and a long shot. High favorite, I'm going Duke. Arizona obviously looks great. Michigan has a negative turnover percentage. No team since Ken Pom has had negative turnover and win. So 6-1 Duke. I think Duke is in that S tier of can win and are really good. There we go. And then in my A tier, I'm going to go Houston at 12-1. Mm-hmm. I think Houston should probably be like creeping up in that S tier, like maybe like a 10-1, 9-1 type of range. Iowa State really good, but we'll leave them off. And then just the nastiest one, we're going to go to the long shot, and you're going to have to click the expand for that one because we're going to go to the team who just lost by 23, I believe.
Okay.
And that would be Alabama at 45-1.
Okay.
Lost yesterday by I think you passed me. They're right there in the middle. I believe yesterday they lost by 2,100 to 77. If I'm doing that math right, Jace. And pretty simple. Their big issue was they didn't have big men who could rebound. They're really soft. I don't like how they play basketball. If you like, even on this show, if you just go watch like 6 weeks ago, I was like, this Alabama team sucks. But it's all relative to price. At this point, they're 45-1, and they were 18-1 at the time. So they went and got an NBA player. That really helps you become better. And now I think that they have the pieces. So in an offense that runs as fast as they do, to add Bediako is insane. I think they should be close to like 28, and they're 45-1. They're so soft. I hate this team. I can't stand this team. But I do think that at the odds, again, Jason, what I tell you every single show, my favorite thing to do is take good bets that lose. Winning is overrated. It's a hot take. Winning is overrated. That's why I bet AJ Barner under half a rushing yard. Alabama 45-1, a good bet.
All right, Alabama 45-1, good bet. Also Duke 6-1 and Houston 12-1. Locking those in for you on this show. Corbie, appreciate you joining the show. Appreciate you coming in on this Monday morning. Hope you had a good day at the gym. What was it today?
Chest day, man. It's an international chest day on Mondays. And
really?
And even better, it's not 13 degrees. So I just walked in the gym casually, had a good time, left whenever I wanted to.
Oh, well, that sounds like a wonderful time. Hopefully, we're not getting 6 more weeks of winter. Hopefully, Puxatawny Phil is wrong, as he normally is. 39% losing record, losing better, as Matt Zilber would say. Corbie, appreciate you joining the show. We'll chat soon.
All right, boys. It was fun.
Awesome stuff there from Corbie. As always, starting off the Monday afternoon, Monday show. Super hot fire. I spit that. Good stuff there from Corbie. As always, we got Pips coming on next. Get those FanDuel accounts opened up and ready to go. Before we bring on Pips, though, just got to give a quick shout out to our sponsors over at FanDuel. It may be the last call for football, but there's still one more week to make it count before Super Bowl 60 on FanDuel, because all week long, FanDuel is giving you a daily profit boost every single day leading up to the big game. That means more chances to boost your bets, chase bigger payouts, and send football season off the right way. All you have to do is opt in each day and place an eligible bet to use that day's profit boost. So whether you're locking in early lines, riding your favorite props, or taking one last swing before the final whistle, FanDuel is giving everyone something extra to cheer for during football's final week. On Monday, we got a boost for the passing markets. That's today. Passing yards, over, under, all passing yards, whatever you want to bet on there in the passing yard markets, you're going to want to use your boost on those. Tuesday is going to be rushing markets. So if you disagree with Corbie here and you want to take the over AJ Barner, half rushing yard, you can use your boost on that because you can go rushing yards, over, under, alt rushing yards, most rushing yards. Wednesday, we have receiving yards. Thursday, touchdown scores. Friday, first quarter markets. Saturday, team-centric markets. That's FanDuel.com/forwardprogress for a daily profit boost every day this week leading up to Super Bowl 60. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of Super Bowl 60. Must be 21 plus and present in select states. For Kansas, in affiliation to Kansas Star Casino, or 18 plus and present in DC, Kentucky, or Wyoming. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost token. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit rg-help.com. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/China, Connecticut, or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelp.ma.org or call 1-800-327-5050 over 24/7 support in Massachusetts. Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York. For LA, call 1-877-770 or 7867. All right. Let's bring him on next. He's an NBA props originator, co-founder of Props Madness. Pips, how's it going, my friend?
Oh, yeah. This shit looks very much zoomed in. Just a second.
All good. Take your time. Take your time.
Did it look like this when I was joining pre-show?
I honestly couldn't see you pre-show. We can make it work, though. I think you look good. Don't worry. You look fine. I do think you're on the wrong mic, though, which if you want to switch that. If not, not a big deal.
Yeah. Definitely one.
Oh, we'll give Pips a second here.
Right?
There we go. There we go. Can you hear us, Pips?
Okay. So, I don't know.
You're good now. You're good now. All right, we'll let Pips work through that in just a second here. We got Pips coming on the show. Last time he was on the show, got some tough ones here. We lost Giannis 30 plus, Jaylen Brown 29.5 points. Got a good W there, but then Zubats didn't come through. The over 15.5. Only got 14 points available. We'll get Pips on here in just a second. He's got one prop for us today, but that's not all he is talking about right now. We're probably going to discuss as well some trade deadline stuff. Take a look at maybe who's in, who's out, buyers, sellers, all that.
I think it should be fine now. I don't know.
Sound good to me, Pips. You sound good to me. Yeah. How you been? All right. Seems like Pips is struggling a bit here. We'll give him a little bit more time to figure that out. While we wait, just want to remind you guys.
Do you want to do guess the line?
We can do guess the line. I was going to give you a quick.
Just do it. He's fine. It's just the headphones that are, I think, causing a
disconnect. Are acting up. That's all right. That's all right.
So we can do guess the line quickly, and then we'll hopefully that gives him enough buffer time to join back in.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. So here we go. Let's get rid of these things. Graphics. Okay, first one. Oh, wrong one. Sorry, remote. Okay, James Harden, points, rebounds, and assists. I kind of like these ones because they're few and far in between, but James Harden.
James Harden, points, rebounds, and assists. Is anyone injured today?
I honestly haven't looked.
Okay, well, I'm just going to go.
Last time I said yes, I got chirped and was like, bro, Joel Embiid's out, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not going to say anything. I haven't looked.
All right, all good. Here, Kirk just walking in right now. He's going to make fun of me for this, but let's go with 38.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
Right on the money.
Come on.
Good job. Yeah.
There we go.
All right. It was 37.5 this morning, moved up. Okay, we're going to novelty props. We're going to do Super Bowl 60, length of the last brave note in the national anthem.
I don't know about that one. Is it like, let's go like 15.5 seconds? Feels really high.
Bro, holding a note for 15.5 seconds.
Do you know how good these singers are at holding notes and holding their breath?
Okay, so that's your answer number one.
Is it higher or lower? Okay, 6.5 seconds. Lower?
Yeah.
That's crazy. 4.5. I can hold Braves for 15 seconds. I'm taking the over on this, but 3.5?
Yeah, 3.5. Yeah. Juice towards the over. Okay, and last one.
Wait, hold on. Does it count if they go Braves? Does that count?
That still counts.
Okay, then we're hitting the over on that easily. That's a little.
Yeah. And then we're gonna go to the Olympics, and we're gonna do gold medals.
I have no idea. Is 13 crazy to say? I don't really know how good we're gonna be. Like, I don't even know how many I don't know how many gold medals are handed out at the Olympics. Like, I don't know what the total amount is.
Or just for Canada, like how many gold medals is Canada gonna get?
I'm just trying to think of how many gold medals are even available and then splitting that up. Let's go with like 10.5.
Lower.
Okay, 6.5.
Higher.
8.5. There we
Correct,
go.
on
All
the
right.
bottom.
Pretty good.
All right. That was fun. Good one.
Pretty
today.
good. All right.
And 8.5 seems kind of low. In my
I
opinion,
just don't. I
Bosa.
can't even contextualize it because I don't know how many medals are handed.
No
out.
time for Buffer. No time for Buffer. Let's get Pips on here. Try again, right?
Pips. Let's see if he's working. Can you hear us now?
I think should be fine now. Hopefully it is.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. That works. All right. We're good to go. We only got one prop for us today. We'll talk us through. You'll talk us through this one here. Let's tee it up then. Let's tee it up. We're gonna head over to the Pelicans Charlotte game. It's a thinner slate. Appreciate you finding this. Does this game start at 3 p.m. as well? I didn't even realize this is an early start game here. Charlotte, New Orleans Pelicans. We're gonna head over to points market. We're gonna go over 17.5 points for Con Knuppel, -125. There's better prices out there. That's the price on FanDuel. So shop around.
Yeah.
But yeah, talk us through this one. You can share your screen if you want.
Okay. What are these? Okay, sharing the screen. Just a second. Oh, share the screen. Okay, is it on the screen? Is it shared? Can anyone see the screen, guys? Give me something.
We'll bring it up here in just a second here. If not, you can just talk us through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's up. It is for me. But last couple of games when he played with entire team healthy since I would say December, he covered this line in 14 out of 17 games, averaging 20.6 points a game. So he's averaging 20 points a game since December with LaMelo Ball in, with Brandon Miller in, with Miles Bridges in. So all key guys, core guys in, him getting not blowout minutes, some like regular minutes, 32 minutes a game.
Okay, we got it
minutes.
up now, Peps.
So he is in this scenario, he's averaging 20.6 points a game and gets Pelicans matchup, one of the best matchups in the league. But however you want to look at it, looking at catch and shoot stuff, he scores most of his points from catch and shoot, 54%. They allow third most. Most of his points come from spot up transition. They are bottom 5 in the league in both of these. Another ton of his points coming from behind the 3-point line. To be precise, 60% of his points, they allow second most threes, third most above the break threes. And then he scores either 3 or at the rim, and they allow second most at the rim. Insane hit rate, averages with core guys, and now we get 17.5 in this great of a matchup. Yeah, I think this is a smash spot. I don't see why is this line set at 17.5. Maybe they expect him to regress on his shooting averages. I don't think he is a great player. He'll continue to be great, even better with time. So, like this spot for Cohn tonight against one of the best matchups in the league. Spread is 6. Shouldn't be a blowout. That should only help. So, yeah. If they decide to double someone, that will be probably LaMelo Ball. Then that's opening up a ton of stuff for Cohn. They played earlier this season. He scored 20 on below average shooting split. So, yeah, definitely liking this spot for Cohn tonight.
All right. Sounds good. Great stuff there from Pips, as always. I mean, right now, -128 on FanDuel, but there's -109, -110, 105s out there. Of course, we always recommend to shop around that 17.5 is what we're looking for right there. Not the best price market in FanDuel, but that's okay. So that's sometimes the way it works. That's all you have for us today, Pips. So before we let you go here, I want you to just tell us some teams you're kind of circling around the trade deadline who are like buyers, sellers. Who do you think can make a big splash? Who do you think maybe someone is, let's call them under the radar team, someone that people don't expect to sell, who might be selling? Who on your list is going to make a big splash, and who might sell, who some people might not think could sell?
I mean, obvious ones for like who are buyers, probably Knicks, probably Heat, maybe even Magic. They are kind of like in no man's land. So that's from the East. sellers, obviously, like Nets needs to trade Michael Porter Jr. to get some value out of it. And I don't know Bulls what they are going to do. They kind of need to sell. Cavaliers need to get some more improvements. That's it from the East. On the West, I don't know. Definitely Warriors. They are like lost Butler, so they
Yeah.
need to add some power there. Wolves could use some point guards. Rockets don't look great. They just, if KD is not putting 30, they just can't win. So that's there.
Mm.
Who could be a seller besides the obvious one? I mean, Kings are selling. Pelicans should be selling. Jazz, I don't know. Like they don't seem to wanting to trade Lowry, but I think they should. This is like a great spot for this. Who could be selling? Let me just. Trailblazers don't have much to sell. Yeah, just going through the teams now. I'm just thinking out loud. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, like,
All right.
yeah,
That's
not
all
much
good.
actually from the sellers. I mean, it's obvious. Like Bucks will
Yeah.
try to sell something. Wizards will try to sell if they have something. So yeah, probably like the biggest guys. Obviously, it's Giannis, the big question. Then it's what are Knicks going to do to improve? Kuminga is out there. One of the guys you said like lower guys that could help. Malik Monk from the Kings should be on a ton of teams, like a board, because like he's not that expensive and he's a great player, great addition, maybe even buyout or something. So that could definitely help. So yeah.
A lot of talk about Giannis, a lot of talk about John Morant as well. I hear you didn't mention us Raptors as buyers here. Little disappointed on that. Hopefully we can get Giannis over in Toronto. I doubt that can happen.
No, don't think that's happening. Oh yeah, definitely. And I don't know, like I don't see the division with Barnes and Giannis. And you, if you give out Barnes for Giannis, that's stupid.
Yeah.
So don't think you guys don't. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, probably some stuff could happen there, like sending out Grady Dick maybe, and Barrett, and maybe some picks for some upgrades from front court especially. So yeah.
I'm listen, Pips. I'm hoping that it happens. We're talking to Jacob about it. I said, listen, we have the perfect salary match for them. So like RJ Barrett is like easy to like make the money work at the very least. Now the picks and the prospects and what you'd have to give back is a different story, because obviously you don't want to give Scotty Barnes. Before you head out here, John Morant's name's also been floated out there, but doesn't seem like he's too desired by many teams. Like, listen, he can put up points, but my understanding, he's not a very good two-way player. Not really maybe a good fit for most teams. Where do you think the best landing spot would be for him?
Nets.
Okay.
So the joke. They drafted 3-point guards, so doubt they are going to add Ja Morant. But maybe if they ship them other way, maybe there is something. But yeah, he's small guard, can defend, can shoot, can score. So I don't know. He's expensive, causing trouble all around the way, hard to work with. So honestly, like, yeah, hard pass.
Hard pass on John Morant. You wouldn't be traded for him. Maybe some team wants to land him though at the trade deadline. We'll be doing a show on I believe the trade deadline's on the Thursday. We're gonna have. I don't know if you're gonna come on for the Thursday. I told Alex to like let's set up some basketball guys to come on and talk through the trade deadline, because we'll probably get some trades happening throughout the show. But we'll cover that. On Thursday.
I went skiing over the weekend, and Bulls and the Kings traded again.
Just some stuff you missed. Hope you enjoyed skiing. Are there some good mountains out near you?
I was in Slovenia, which is like 2 hours drive from my spot, and they have like great skiing like places. So
all right,
it's nice.
All right, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm a big skier. So do you ski or snowboard?
I went first time.
Okay.
Actually, for skiing, and kind of was decent. Like day 2, day 1 was insane. Humbling experience, definitely. Yeah, But it was
All right.
fun, definitely. Very fun.
Good stuff. Good stuff there. Pips, appreciate you joining the show. Appreciate you giving that out. Con Knuppel, over 17.5 points, minus 120 is what we're looking at right there. That's at FanDuel. But again, shop around. You can find better prices. Pips, thank you for joining us. Hope you're going skiing again soon. And if you do, enjoy that. We'll chat soon. Great stuff, Pips.
See ya.
Awesome stuff there from Pips. As always staying late in office. It's almost 7 p.m. out where he's at in Europe. But he's like, no. I'm not going to leave the office at 5. I'm going to stick around just for you guys, just for us, just for the chat. So appreciate that. Appreciate that, Pips. All right. Let's not waste any time here because we got circle back in about 20 minutes. Let's bring up the Edgework crew, So Money and Alex Moretto. How's it going, guys?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good. Excited to get in things quickly. Were either of you guys on the bad side of that Boston Bruins game?
No, I didn't have anything there.
Okay.
Yeah, I had nothing too.
Okay. I had a friend who was on the Bruins. He's on vacation. He said, honey, we're buying a purse. And then checks his phone a couple little bit later. And he's like, never mind, no purse. Anyways.
Good thing.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get into the show for today. Did you guys? All right. We got to be quick here.
We're gonna rapid fire. We're gonna do 90 seconds a game. Don't worry. So many knows we're gonna go rapid fire here. Very rapid fire. Jason
I'm gonna take the over 90 seconds every time. All right, let's start with the first game here. Islanders, Washington minus 120 on the money line. Totals at 6.5. Juice towards the over. Alex, I'll start with you. Rapid fire. Tell us about this game.
I bet the Caps in the high teens. It's run a little bit since then, and I think right now no play unless we're confirmed that Waugh is in. But I still like this. I'm still pretty high on this Caps team, and I think it got too cheap. If it drifts back into the low minus 120s, I think it's a full play for me. But in the high minus 120s, maybe a half play.
All right,
I also bet some over 6.5 to minus 110. I think is good.
Okay, over 6.5 minus 110 is pretty much out there. So
Yeah.
that's a go there. We're gonna wait and see on the Caps money line there, which is one of the better prices available in market is at FanDuel, but it's still a little too expensive at minus 128. Maybe it trickles down closer to the start time of 7 p.m. So Money.
Would have liked the Caps. Don't have the number. Nothing on the total.
All right, appreciate it. Quick in and out. That's what I like it. Just like a burger. Up next we got Sabres. In and out, like the burger chain.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
What? You guys never heard of it? Like Canadians don't know about In and Out, eh?
We don't have In-N-Out, but I do.
know.
Yeah, I also just
American
never heard
audience
that
appreciate
expression before.
It's like the burger. Yeah, it's In and Out.
It's good, man. Whatever works for you, Jason.
Right.
All good.
Sounds good. Sabres, Panthers. That's what works for me. Minus 120 right now for the Panthers at home. Totals at 6. Juice towards the over minus 114. So Money, we'll start with you.
I said that we need to wait until the Sabres get to a point where they are overvalued in the market. We need to get to a point where the Panthers are undervalued in the market. We're getting both of that here. I bet the Panthers. I like them. Sabres did take money. I like the Panthers up to minus 120.
All right, Panthers minus 120. There's a minus 109 out there on the Panthers. I like a really sharp book, but like, I mean, if you have access to that, that is a you eat that up any day of the week. More burger references. Alex, anything you like in this game?
I bet minus 111. There's at one of the sharper books that is now trading minus 109. So shows what they think about me. Yeah, I like this as well. Double best bet here. This is I know that the Panthers are dealing with a couple injuries with Marchand and Lundell, but this is still really good team that I think is gonna come around for them. The Sabres are not playing as well as their record still. I've been looking for a spot to kind of fade this team and what should be like a playoff style sort of atmosphere here. I think that really suits the Panthers well and suits their game. So yeah, double best bet on Panthers.
Playoff style Buffalo Sabres. That just doesn't sit right in my head, but it's going to happen. Seems like this year anyways. Ottawa Senators, Pittsburgh Penguins. Ottawa minus 118 on the money line is the favorites on the road. Totals at 6.5. Juice towards the under minus 122. Alex, we'll start with you.
I got nothing right now. There's some plus money numbers popping on the Penguins, which still isn't quite enough for me. But if Shabbat, who's a game time decision, is actually out later on, then I would bet the Penguins plus money.
All right, Penguins plus money if it pops. So Money, you agree with that?
Possibly. I need a little bit more. Definitely not Ottawa. At these numbers. Respect what the Penguins are doing, but Ottawa is good too if they get the goaltending. But that's already reflected in the numbers. So nothing here for me right now. If the Penguins get up to plus 110, is where I need them.
All right, we need the plus 110 there. Let's move on to the next game. We have 6, 7 maybe games left on the board, so we got to rapid fire this as quickly as possible.
We're going to be done too early, man. We're flying right now. We're flying.
I don't know about that one. Habs, Wild minus 128 on the money line. Totals at 6.5, minus 110. Both sides. So money. I'll start with you.
Tough one. I think it's fair. I don't want to bet against the Habs just because of I like the way that they're playing.
Mm-hmm.
They did look a little leaky against Buffalo, but I'm not gonna ding them too much on that. Minnesota, I think we're fair here. You want to put this price tag on the Wild at home, who are obviously a very good team, but Montreal's very good too. So nothing for me here. I think it's a fair number, and
all
nothing
right.
in the total either.
All right, fair number from So Money. Alex, to you.
Yeah, I agree that it's a fair number in terms of the side. I did bet an over, a little bit cheaper. It has run a bit, but I'm still I'll say it's fine up to minus 110 here. You can find a little bit better, which I would definitely recommend. But yeah, I'm good with it over here. Montreal's creating a lot. They're getting into some pretty high event games again, and now that they have the forward group healthy, like they are very much generating a lot of offense. And I think Minnesota's comfortable, especially at home, and getting into that type of game if they need to. So I think there's potential for some fireworks here.
All right, could be a fun game to watch. Let's move on to the next game. St. Louis taking on Nashville. Predators minus 146 on the money line. Totals at 6, juice towards the under, minus 124. Alex, talk us through this one.
I'm very interested in learning about who's betting the Blues. I don't know what people see in this team right now with Thomas out. Hasn't quite got cheap enough on the Preds yet, but we're into the low minus 130s in some spots, and if we can get high minus 120s, I'll bet the Preds, but nothing for me right now.
All right, nothing for you right now. So money to you.
Nothing for me right now. I think that I would like, similar to Alex, I would like Nashville, but we're not there yet. Lean towards the under, but I mean I don't really want to bet totals in Blues games right now.
All right, no totals in Blue games for you. Lean towards the under. Let's move on to the Jets and Stars game. 5 games left. We are breezing through. You're very right about that. But let's take a second here. Let's take a break. Do us a favor, smash the like button.
Down now.
Let's take us. Gotta ask the chat to smash the like button. And if you're watching this after the fact, do us a favor. Comment down below. Let us know what you think about the Edgework segment here. And let us know what you think about the previous guests as well. Corbie breaking down Puxatawny Phil. Pips breaking down the NBA. It's all good stuff. But we want to hear your thoughts. Let us know in the comment section if you're watching this after the show. Appreciate you guys in the live chat as well. Don't think I forgot about you. Winnipeg Jets, Dallas Stars. Stars right now, minus 146 on the money line. Total is at 5.5, juice towards the over, minus 122. So money, I'm going to throw to you on this one.
Higher on the Jets than most, but I really like what the Stars are doing these days. Yeah, I won't have anything here.
All right, passing it on to Alex.
I bet past posting here, but I bet an under quite a while ago. Jets offense is really dying out, and the Stars defensively have been lights out again for a while. This seems to be sort of rounding into form. There's still a little plus money, 5.5, which I think is solid. 6 minus 120 would be great if it gets back into that point. But honestly, you know what? Let's go 5.5 plus money. I think is fine. If you consider that widely available and that flip-flop, then otherwise it will be an unofficial best bet.
I'm scrolling. All right.
I only see it at 2 books, so I mean,
yeah, one is like one's like a pretty popular one, I would say.
Yeah.
So I'll give it to you. 5.5 plus 100 is what we're looking at here. Towards the under. Sorry, Winnipeg Dallas under 5.5 is what we're looking at here. And then that's it. Let's move on to the next game. 4 games left. San Jose Sharks, Chicago Blackhawks, Sharks, minus 118 on the money line. Totals at 6, minus 122 towards the over. Alex, talk us through.
I still want to fade this Chicago offense. I'm not seeing the Sharks as being this high that they're still being priced as. Their games have come down significantly in terms of what they've been able to generate and what they're giving up. Still like this under that has maybe run a little bit, but yeah, I'm still good with it. Plus 6 plus money pretty much across the board. There's 6 minus 1, 6.5 minus 125, which is good too. But if you only get 6 plus money, I'm completely fine with that.
All right, San Jose Sharks,
On the under.
Chicago Blackhawks under 6 plus 100 plus money, whatever you can get there, or the 6.5 minus 125, which I also see. So, money, you agree with that one? Anything else for us here?
I agree, but I have another bet too. Sharks money line. I like both teams, but the Sharks are further ahead. The Sharks are a better team. Even on the road, I think that I don't think the Sharks are going to make the playoffs, but they are going to be around, and that's where I have that.
All right. So the under is a double best bet here or no? Do you like the under as well?
Oh no. I won't be betting the under. I do agree with it, but
you're not double best bet material. More so Sharks money line is what you're looking at on its own here. Which minus 110 you can get out there on the Sharks. All right. Moving on. 3 games left. Doing a good job here, guys. Red Wings, Colorado minus 200 like they are in almost every single game. Totals at 6.5 minus 118 towards the under. Talk us through this one. So money. Sorry.
Sorry, it just cut out there. Which
Red Wings, Avalanche.
Yeah, so I know Alex had the under on Saturday. That was a good look. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't bet the under again at 6.5. Excuse me. So with the way that both teams are playing, it is a little bit juiced, but I do like it up to minus 120. Under 6.5. Under
6.5 minus 120. You can get minus 118 on FanDuel. So better prices than that minus 120 out there. Got to shout out our sponsors whenever we can. Alex, you agree with this under? Do you like any side, or is this a pass for you?
I'm gonna end up betting something here. I do like the under, but I want to see if Netchus ends up coming back here tonight to play or not. If he doesn't play again, then I'll definitely bet an under again. If he does play, all this Wings money is something I would kind of happily fade. I think the Wings are getting into a little bit of a tougher spell here as they have some injuries on the back end now finally, and just like general sort of unsustainable play is sort of catching up to them. So I will be betting this game at one point. It just a lot of it depends on what happens with Martin Netchus.
Tons of Wings money coming in. You think it's half price Wings day on this Monday? Maybe not.
Mondays usually are.
I know that's where I was coming from. But anyways, let's move on to the next one here. Food's on my mind. It's crazy. I guess I'm kind of hungry. Vancouver, Utah. Vancouver coming off a tough loss to our Toronto Maple Leafs. So money, your Toronto Maple Leaf. I really thought you guys were gonna have that one over us, but you ended up losing. Horrible. I don't know how we eked one out in shootout against the team that is currently sitting in last place. That's great news for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Anyways, Utah right now minus 265 on the money line. Totals at 6.5 minus 115. Have we ever seen Utah be this big of a favorite this entire year? I'm not sure. You guys can tell me that. But Alex, we'll start with you. Let me know if you like anything in this game.
I bet an over earlier. Again, this is just the not low content because it's run quite a bit, and minus 105 is pretty much across the board, which I don't like. If we can get plus money back on 6.5, or I don't think 6s will pop again. I don't know if plus money will pop again either, but I expect Gunther and Cooley to both be back, at least Gunther. Very strong chance of Logan Cooley, which would really help this Utah offense. And I think when those guys are in there, this is a much more high event team and a pretty high powered offensive team. And Canucks, taking a page out of SoMoney's book here, man, that defense really is pretty rough. And I don't know if Tolopilo can continue to play like prime Luongo. So if this over drifts back a little bit again and we can get a better price, then it'll be an official bet. But for now, I got nothing at current.
There's one plus 100 out there, but not widely available, so we're not going to count that. So money, anything you like here for your Canucks?
Yeah, so it's slight disagreement with Alex. because I do like the under. I like it to -115. With the Canucks, yes, they're getting goaltending that is. Tolopilo. It's not like he's terrible. He was pretty pretty highly touted, and he is kind of coming into his own. He's had tough stretches this year too. But there was a time I was only betting Canucks overs. Really, as of a couple of games ago.
That was just that time. That time was pretty much current.
Yeah, but that's how quickly things change for me sometimes. They are showing a lot of signs of becoming an under team. I think Utah is an under team, and I don't expect Canucks to generate much, even though Utah can be leaky defensively. I think that this is one of those 3-2 Utah wins.
All right. Looking at the under 6.5 there, -115 is what you're looking for, which you can get over at FanDuel. Last game we have on the board, the Toronto Maple Leafs taking on the Calgary Flames. Brad Treliving revenge game. Can we call it that? Leafs right now -114 on the money line over at FanDuel. Totals at 6.5, -122. So money. This is our Leafs. This is our Leafs, our team. Do you like them in this game? Are you passing? What do you got here?
I will pass. I think that I would need cheaper on the Leafs. I'm reaching a point now where I just don't know if they can do this.
I agree with you.
Right? Like, I know you were already there a while ago, but I'm getting there now. And Calgary's fine. I mean, they beat the teams sometimes when they're supposed to beat. Like, I mean, yeah, nothing for me here on this game.
All right, passing on to Alex. Wrap this up for us quickly. Last game on the board. Any opinion here?
No. Flames have shown a little bit of life again lately, but not enough for me to really have much of an appetite to bet them. And I'm definitely not laying it with the Leafs on the road at this number. So nothing for me here.
All right. Charles Saul's asking if there will be an Olympic hockey show. I think we'll be covering that stuff maybe. Anyways.
Yeah, we'll talk Olympics at one point. Edgework every day this week, though, Charles, except for Friday, obviously, because there's no games. We're trying to jam in as many Edgework segments as we can before the 3-week depressing hiatus in the NHL.
Will be fun. Much needed break. Anyways, appreciate you guys jumping on here. Appreciate you guys joining us. We'll quickly wrap through everything you gave out here. Florida. So money, you're on Florida -120. That's a double best bet. Sharks money line -110. Colorado, Detroit under 6.5 -118. Vancouver and Utah under 6.5 -115. Then Alex, you're on again Florida -120. Double best bet. Washington, Isles under 6.5 -110. Winnipeg, Dallas
Over,
under 5.
over 6.5.
Sorry, over 6.5. A lot over the half mistake cashes for Jason here on the show. Winnipeg, Dallas under 5.5 +100. Then finally San Jose, Chicago under 6 +100.
Montreal, Minnesota over as well.
My bad. All right, Montreal, Minnesota over as well. That wraps it up. Appreciate you guys joining the show. Thanks for making it quick.
Thanks,
Of
guys.
course.
Talk to you guys tomorrow. Awesome stuff there. From Alex, as always, and so many, as always. Appreciate you guys joining the show. Do us a favor before we head out. Smash the like button. Goes a long way here on the channel. If you're new to the channel, so hit the subscribe button. If you're watching this after the fact, comments down below. If you like that segment, if you like Edgework Overtime, do you want more Edgework? Let us know in your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also, do us a favor. If you have a friend, don't be afraid to share this with a friend. I also just realized I did the entire show with the light off in the background. Crazy stuff here. Crazy work. Anyways, appreciate you guys tuning in. Share this video with your friends. Goes a long way. That wraps things up for today. Appreciate you guys. This has been the Monday, February 2nd edition of the Hammer Daily here on the Hammer Betting Network, presented by FanDuel. We will see you guys right here tomorrow.